Today was a good day. My third day in Hawaii, and it was a good day. Finally, a good day. I didn't like my first 2 days. The first one, I was running from Hilo, that's where my plane landed, to my current camping spot, and it was among a lot of cars, a lot of gates, and no trespassing signs, and it was stressful. And the second day, I didn't do anything. I think I was acclimating, so I didn't feel good. It's a big change, and it took me a day to get adjusted to this new environment that I'm in. And now on the third day, I took a ride. I took a long ride. It's probably going to be close to 40 miles by the time I'm finished. And last year in California, there wasn't a single day where I rode more than 40 miles. And so today it's going to be almost as long a ride as it was on the longest day in California. But the reason for that is because all of the roads are paved. That makes it a lot easier. When I started my ride, the road was not really nice. It was through a lava field. Apparently there was an eruption in 2018 and there was lava covering all that section, that whole section of the island, and then the lava was removed and the road was built through it. It's a new road now because of that, and there's lava, dry lava, on both sides of the road. But anyway, while I was riding down that road, I was still thinking, I don't like this. This is not what Hawaii should be like. For the third day, I'm seeing something that I don't really like. And then that road turned into a very small and narrow road for just one car, and there was no cars, almost no cars. So I had the whole road just for myself, and there was plants and trees of spectacular nature all around me. And that's when I realized, finally, this is what Hawaii should look like. And that's what, and then when I came down to this, that's when I realized, whenever somebody's thinking of Hawaii, this is the kind of thing that they're thinking about. Maybe some other things, but this is good enough for now. For the third day, this is good enough. Anyway, I was riding along, and I stopped at one of these spots that you see those cars over there. So I stopped somewhere right there to take a look at the waves, and then two guys stopped. Their names are Neil and Ryland, and then we started talking.
Anything with a W is a D.
And we talked for at least an hour, I would say, and it was a good talk. It was a hearty talk. I told them my whole life story, and they told me almost anything I want to know about Hawaii. The most soul enriching thing they said to me is that I can actually camp wherever I want, and although it is illegal, the cops are not going to be looking for me, and if they find me, they're gonna just ask me to leave, probably, at the worst case scenario. Maybe not even that. They told me of a turtle beach, maybe 5 or 10 miles away from here, and I told them I'm gonna go see the turtles, and I went to see the turtles. But then when I got to the trail, I concluded that the trail was not good for biking. And maybe parts of the trail were, but most of the trail is too rough for me to bike over them. I can walk the bike, but I can't ride the bike, and it's another couple of miles on that trail, and I don't have time because the sun is setting right now. There's the sun, and if I went down that trail, I wouldn't have time to come back to the campground before it's too dark. Even now, I might get there by the time it's dark, but if I went to see the turtles, it would have been really dark. So I decided to go some other day. And also, by doing this whole trip, I found a path that I'm gonna take that's shorter, so I can make it. I can start it earlier than I started today, and can take a shorter path. So I'm gonna go see the turtles. So that's my mission for the next for one of the next 3 or 4 days. See the turtles. I'm I'm excited to see the turtles. I've never seen a lot of turtles. I've seen a couple of turtles today in the water, but it's not like they're laying on the beach. Which reminds me, we should do a montage about some of the stuff I saw today. So let's do that. Anyway, it was a good talk. They told me about a lot of the places I should visit in Hawaii, and they told me that 2 months is the right amount of time to visit all of the places they told me to visit. And they told me to make a video of them saying all of the things that I should visit and that I'm gonna visit.
The Volcanoes National, you'll want to stop at Honolulu Beach and then Green Sands Beach.
So my plan of going through Hawaii has just been a little bit more fleshed out because of this encounter, and I like these guys, so it was a good and enjoyable experience.